Hello lovely people, and welcome back to another video on my channel. In today's video I'm going to be giving some general tips and some leveling up tips for Black Ops 3. With Christmas, quite a lot of people got Black Ops 3 as a new present, and I've had questions from friends about best attachments, best specialists, best ways to level up, that sort of thing. So I thought I'd give some general tips in this video of what has worked for me and what you can follow that should hopefully allow you to level up quicker and be more successful in your games. So the first thing that I got asked was about specialists, and it was, what is the best specialist to use? And my answer to this is, there isn't really a best specialist that you can use. They're all good in their own way, and if you use them effectively, they can all be successful. However, I would recommend going and using all of them progressively. As you can see with the Ruin here, when you personalize him, there is head and body parts that are customizable, and these first 6 all the way up to Earth on both sections require you to get a certain amount of kills. As you can see, for the head you need 100, 250, 400, 600 and 800, and in the body it goes up to 700, 500, the numbers that the head misses out. So what this means is that by getting 800 kills with every specialist, you are unlocking all of these 5, because obviously you get this first one as standard, and all of these 5. And what that means is that you're getting 5 lots of challenge XP. Obviously, as you get to the higher ones, you get more XP for unlocking them. And if you just do this through every specialist, get every one of them unlocked, as you can see if I go into the Sparrow, I've got all them done as well. You just get a lot more XP just for getting kills. You don't even have to use a specialist weapon. You can just get kills using that character, and you will get challenge XP every now and again. Another massive tip I would like to give is to look at your challenges. In Black Ops 3, unlike other COD, you have this near completion tab. And what that shows you is it shows you the challenges that you've nearly done, and if you click on it, the reward bonus in the bottom right for completing that challenge. So as you can see with this first one, I need one more kill with an extended mag attachment to get myself 3000 XP. The challenges will change as you play the game. Obviously these ones will be completed and they will be replaced with other challenges that you are near to completing. However, as well, you can also press RB and have a look through all your challenges separately. This is fairly useful. For example, with the Master Killer challenges, I saw that my percentage was nearly completed, so I went in to have a look at what I needed to do, and I attempted to do them, and I eventually got Master Killer, and that gave me a bonus XP and that cool animated calling card that you can see in the bottom. So keep track of your challenges. Another good way to keep track of your challenges is to go to the menu by pressing the start button, or the button with the 3 lines on it, on the Xbox controller, going to your calling cards and having a look down these. Obviously the default ones are not that important, but going to multiplayer, you can see which calling cards you've unlocked so far. And if you go right down to the bottom, past all the ones that you've got, which in my case is quite a lot, you can see certain calling cards. Maybe you like the look of the calling card. So for example, that one looks quite cool. So what I know, I need to kill 5 people with C4, grenades or trip mines in water, which will be quite challenging. Obviously some of them are a little bit easier, but it will be easy to find calling cards and challenges that you like, and maybe that are easy enough for you to do. So I've been asked which are the best perks to use, and there are really no best perks in a way. It's what works best for you. Maybe you get grenaded a lot and you want to use flat jacket. Maybe you don't like being stunned, so you use tac mask. Something to bear in mind though is that there are challenges for each perk as well, like the specialists. So it's a good idea to try and use all of them if you can. For example, in perk 2, I have the fast hands and tracker challenges completed, and they gave me bonus XP. The tracker challenge is quite easy to complete. It's literally just killing 200 people, not using hardwired. So I'd recommend slapping that on, gaining the easy XP you earn from challenges, and then switching out to a different perk, and maybe completing that instead. Now we come on to weapons, and weapons are really a hard thing to recommend. They're quite a personal thing. Some guns are obviously good for everyone, but there are others that work for some people but don't really work for other people. For example, I really like the HVK, but I know some of my friends don't. So what I'm going to recommend is that you find a gun that works for you, Luckily in Black Ops 3 there is a lot of guns that you can use, and like the specialists and the perks, it's good just to go through them. Obviously you level up guns in Black Ops 3 to different levels, and these give you the attachments. Now every time you earn an attachment and get to a different level, you earn a set amount of XP that increases as you go further up the levels. So what I would recommend for sure is prestiging your weapon. Now what this means is that the weapon resets, you don't lose your camos, you don't lose any challenge tracking that you've got with it, but you do lose all your attachments for that moment. I would also recommend using a launcher whenever you can. These are not only useful for taking down streaks that can help your team survive and not be seen on the radar and things like that, but they also help towards XP and score. You gain XP every time you take down a streak, as well as score towards your score streak every time you do so. As well as this, the launchers also have their own camo challenges, which you can see here. The first few are easy, taking down a set amount of score streaks all the way up to 100. The ones after are a bit more specialist, but are easy enough, apart from these last two, which are quite challenging. They really depend on the enemy getting a set score streak. As you can see, I have only the 5 Talons and Cerberus's one left, but it's quite hard sometimes to find lobbies where people get those. But the rest of the challenges are easy enough, and it's easy XP, easy to level up. I've also been asked whether it's worth saving up to get a rare supply drop over a common supply drop, and I would say definitely yes. The rare supply drop now contains significantly better, for the most part, items than the common supply drop, as well as getting that refund that you can get just by opening them. I've also been asked about which is the best game mode to play to earn XP and level up quickly. Now, I don't really have a strong recommendation for game modes. They're all pretty good, and you need to find something that works for you. Obviously, in game modes like Domination, Demolition, Hardpoint, and Capture the Flag, you get extra XP and score for doing objectives. They're also Uplink and Safeguard, but it's really up to you and your playstyle. So what I would recommend here is switching it up, playing a different kind of game mode every now and again, seeing what you do best in. I play Domination quite well. I find Domination to be the most successful for me. I enjoy playing Hardcore Domination, in fact, on Black Ops 3, more than regular Domination. So don't be afraid to dive into Hardcore. As I've said before, Hardcore is a good way to level up. You get extra medals for getting kills, like the one shot, one kill medal, which is extra XP that helps you level up quicker. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, guys. I hope you found it useful. Obviously my main point is to focus on those challenges, get as many done as you can, and find a game mode that works well for you. I hope you have liked this video. If you have, feel free to hit the like button below, subscribe for more content, and I will see you guys later.